Aromie here. Welcome back to Code Realize Future Blessings. I had a brain fart. We are here actually getting legit advice now.
その努力の末に各地に散っていた吸血鬼たちも集まり、人の側も理解を示す者が増えてきた。
Thanks to those efforts, vampires have come to band together, and the number of humans willing to accept us is on the
これ
rise.
からもっと話を重ね、理解を深めれば。
We must continue to hold these discussions, deepen our
い
understanding.
ずれ昔のように人と吸血鬼が共存できる日が必ず来るはずだ。
The day will come again when human and vampire alike live side by side.
少なくとも要はそれを信じている。
That is what I believe in any case.
だからだからだな。とにかく話し合いはものすごく大事なんだぞ、ヘルシング。
And so, yes, discussion. Discussion is of paramount importance, Van Helsing.
ドラちゃんって実はすごい大人だよね。
Della, you're very mature, you know that?
見た目はまだまだチンチクリンだけどね。
He still looks like a snot-nosed brat, though.
うるさいぞ。要はこれから成長期なのだ。というか、ヘルシング、聞いておるのか？
Silence! I'm still developing. Anyway, Van Helsing, are you listening to me? I know the importance of discussion. I don't need to be told. I'm very aware. Even so,
どうやって？
how am I supposed to?
ああ、相当根深いな。こりゃ
These roots have grown deep.
ドラちゃんも前に進むために立ち向かってんだし、バンもバンなりにできることを探したら？
Look at Deli doing everything he can to move forward. Surely you can find some way of doing so yourself.
だが、私にできることなどは。
But what is there I can possibly do? What? What's going on? It's like revving a car. Just who the hell do you think you are?
おい、ヘルシング！貴様がそんな状態では張り合いがないぞ！
Oh, Van Helsing, I will have none of this. You're deeply discouraging me.
張り合いの必要など。
Whoever said I had to encourage?
ああ！黙れ！黙れ！
Oh, Van Helsing, you're upsetting him.
貴様らしくないと！要はそう言っているのだ！
This isn't you. That's what I'm saying.
復讐が終わるまでは殺されるわけにはいかんと重曹を吐きながら生きていた頃の方がまだ貴様らしかったぞ、ヘルシング！
You were more yourself when all you could prattle on about was a noble death after getting your revenge, Van Helsing.
うわ、ドラちゃん、ストップストップ。
Well, Telly, stop! Maybe Lupin and Impy knew that they should be like cold-hearted truth to Van Helsing, but they didn't want to because it's their friend. But because Della Crew isn't like super close to Van Helsing in like a friendly matter, I think this is like okay. I think he needs to hear this shit from him.
落ち着いて。ドラちゃんの気持ちもわかるけど。
Calm down now, I hear you, but
いや、言わなければ気が収まらぬわ。
nay,
ヘルシング、
I should have my say. Listen well, Van Helsing.
今の貴様はまるで抜け殻だ。何を怯えている？何をためらっているのだ？
You're nothing but an empty shell right now. What are you so terrified of? What has you so paralyzed?
世が認めた男は英雄ヘルシングはそのような男ではない。
The man I knew, the hero, Van Helsing, is not the man before me now.
そんな神気臭い顔ばかりでかといって何も答えようとしない。
That pathetic milk-sop expression on your face, refusing to take any steps to remedy whatever this might be.
貴様は何のために生きる道を選んだのだ。覚悟した死を乗り越えてでも守りたいものを見つけたからであろう。
Why did you choose to live? You overcame the idea that death was all you deserved because you found something to protect.
たとえ今の貴様を討ち取ったとして父上と母上の墓前にその首さらす価値もない。
Even if I slew you where you stand and placed your head atop my dead parents' tomb, it would be of no value. Can you imagine just walking past and hearing this? Like, what the fuck?
どこぞにすっ飛ばした貴様の中身をしっかり詰め直してから出直すがいい。
Go find the truth of yourself wherever you damn well lost it, and don't you dare show your face again until you do. Alright, it's a laughing matter, I guess.
おいバン
Hey, Van Helsing?
大丈夫？怒りすぎて妙なテンションになったとか？
Are you okay? Are you so angry it's ominous giggle time?
抜け殻か
An empty shell. An empty shell am I? I let out a long deep sigh.
確かに今の私にはこれ以上ないほどふさわしいな
How apt. No description fits me better right now. My family lost, consumed by hatred. I devoted my entire being solely to revenge, willfully repudiating, whatever fuck, the notion of happiness. But when I finally gained the revenge, I found something infinitely greater. Love, deepest, truest love for one girl. Love for Michiko. A love that fulfilled me more than I ever imagined was possible. A love that transformed me utterly, allowing me to live beyond blood-soaked revenge. I needed to repay her, to somehow provide a happiness equal to what to that which she had brought me. It was all I could think about. I'm not gonna reread sadness.
衆のみを見ていた時の方が私らしかった
So I was more myself when I existed only for revenge. But was that true?
違うな
No, it's not. Of all the things I may have gained, only one can fulfill me completely. The pure and true heart to love Michiko, my pure and true wish for her eternal happiness. I, Abraham Van Helsing, can only be fulfilled through her.
変わるのかわかるのか今からでも言葉を交わすことで
Would something change? Would there be a greater understanding if we spoke now?
ヘルシング
Van Helsing? I meant it as an aside to myself, but forgot for a moment I'm surrounded by people who relish picking up on such things.
復讐に走ってた頃の方がお前らしかったとかそういうのはひとまず置いとけよ
Let's conveniently forget the notion you were somehow true to yourself when you live for vengeance, shall we?
確かに話し合いっていうのは一番解決に必要だと思うぜ
That aside, it's absolutely true that talking is what will solve this.
そうなのか
I see.
一回失敗したくらい平気だって。少なくとも俺たちの知ってるあの子なら2回目も3回目も待っててくれるよ。
So you blew it once. Don't even worry about it. The girl I know, she'll let you blow it twice, maybe even 3 times. Then there's but one thing I can and must do.
屋敷に戻る
I'm going back to the mansion.
おい
Hey!
ああいいんだよドラちゃんそのまま行かせてやってくれ
It's fine, Deli. Just let him go.
そうそう。レディーを待たせるのは紳士の恥ってね。
Yep, it is said, gentlemen keep ladies waiting at the peril. I've never heard of that saying, but alright.
言われずとも言ってやるさ
I hardly need you to tell me.
だがその前に一言だけ言わせてもらう
One thing before I go.
ありがとう
Thank you. And off he goes.
よくわからんがどうにかなったのかあれは
Well, whatever in the world, did something just work itself out?
おうドラちゃん大健闘だぜ
Sure did. You were a huge help, Deli.
はあ。恋のライバルに手を貸しちゃうなんて。俺ってばとんだいい男だこと。
Oh man, look at me. Helping out my eternal rival. In matters of love, I am such a good person.
のインピ自分で言っているうちは
Sayampi, declare yourself to be
いい男は程遠いってな
a good person when pigs fly, Deli. That's true. If you state yourself as such, you usually not. Like how people are like, oh, I'm such a kind person. You don't have to tell me you're a kind person. I can kind of gauge. I dart through the streets at top speed. My breath has already grown ragged, and my heart feels like it's slamming against my chest. Yet I urge myself to run faster, will my body to move forward. Hurry, I must hurry. I need to be by her side. And Chico! Even in my haze, I'm struck by a strange memory. I was running like this not long ago. When was that? Ah, of course, the day she was rid of her poison. Thinking about it plainly, she was always the one pursuing me. No matter how hard I tried to push her away, no matter how hard I tried to stay away, she would not go. And still I tried my utmost to pretend she was not there beside me. I pushed her away because I didn't want to hurt her. I stayed away because I wanted to protect her. But you're important, and that's why I want to stay close to you. This is my decision and nobody else's. I'm more afraid of losing you by letting you go off on your own than I am of dying. That's why I came after you, to stay close to you and to tell you how I feel. She was more afraid of losing me than death itself. She was more afraid of living without me by her side than anything else. I love you. I truly love you. And I hope you two get fucking together and get your shit together. She said these things because she loves me. There can be nobody else on earth as dear and warm, as tender and loving. I don't want to lose her. I will never lose her. The mentioned hooves into view at this time of night should probably be in a room. I'm mere moments away from seeing her, and yet I wonder if there isn't some shortcut, some faster way through the mansion to reach her. As unlike me as it is to be so hasty, that's how badly I needed to see her. I need to see her face. I need to hear her voice. Thinking of her, I barely register the fact that I'm pushing myself to run even faster than before. The hour was quiet. I simply lay down in my room. I was doing nothing in particular, but merely stared out the dark window. I wondered how long it had been since Victor left.
バンは君のこと?
Will he? Will he really be back? My mind always turns towards the negative. Now that I know exactly what was causing my unease, I have to tell him, I have to explain myself properly. And then we'll be back to normal, I think. The fact is, I still don't know if he'll be able to find the right words when I see him. I suppose I should prepare dinner and wait for him to come home. The moment I stand up and decide to do so. What? That sound, footfalls, hell-bent on speed. I'd heard it just recently. They stopped just outside my door. He must be standing there catching his breath. I imagine him smoothing down his coat, trying to slow the pounding of his heart. With a small clack, the door opens. Van Helsing! Even though I've seen him at my door countless times, tonight feels terribly nostalgic. He steps silently into the room facing me. Just there he stops, slightly outside of arm's reach. I do not reach out a hand, of course. Right now there are far more important matters. The only sound was the ticking of a clock. Each tick was a moment that could never be regained, each talk a second passing. Though very, very brief, those few seconds felt longer than any other time I could remember having lived through. We need to talk. I kept thinking, yet I was too nervous to speak. He cleared his throat then, as if to speak. I should be the one to speak first. My thoughts are completely scattered and I cannot decide what to do. I'm worried almost to the point of panic. What should I do? What I have to do right now is...
すまなかった.
Oh, they both said it together. I'm sorry, forgive me. I had to look away as I apologized, but... I look up again in confusion, and I might as well have been staring into a mirror. Then Helsing looks as befuddled as I feel. This may be the first time I've ever seen him look so ridiculous. It takes us both several moments to take in what just happened, and then... Cute. Laughter echoes throughout the bedchamber, our expressions still mirroring each other.
全く同じことを考えるとは.
Who would have imagined we'd think of exactly the same thing? I feel like once you've been dating someone for a while, the two of you can like kind of pick up on like the same thought process and stuff. At least with Tyler and I, we've been together for like, Jesus, like 10 years. And like, we can come up with the same like sayings easily without meaning to, and we're always picking the same slice of like pizza that we both like to just fucking pick. I don't know. It's fucking crazy. It's kind of weird how it happens. Like, we reach for the same thing. It doesn't matter what it is. We always end up picking the same thing. It's... Whoa, bro. Get your own fucking slice of pizza. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.